Hey, what up? It's New Age Ja here with you, and welcome back to Mystical Illuminations. I really don't have any grand things to talk about because I just don't really feel like putting energy into. So I got an order arrival from Amazon, and it's taken me like 15 days to get this. I don't know why Amazon's so whacked off, but I ended up deciding to buy some cards, and these cards are different from the usual, so I'm really excited to delve into them, but also just do like this cool unboxing thing with you guys. So I haven't even opened the Amazon box itself, so you're gonna get the whole thing with me. Okay. So first I got some Gypsy Witch fortune telling playing cards, and I guess it's just like supposed to be like old style playing cards. But one thing that you did not know about the tarot is that the tarot did start like with like some like as playing cards in Italy, but really the tarot goes back to ancient Egypt, and I learned this from one of my mentors who is 40 years my senior. And the tarot goes back to the ancient Egyptian times when the oracle would go out into the courtyard and lay out tiles with images on them. And the oracle would then read the tiles to the king. Or to the pharaoh. And I believe this is right. And if it's not in Egypt, then place it to like somewhere in England where there's kings and queens. But does it really matter? But yes, it does. So the oracle would lay out like these stone tiles in the courtyard before the pharaoh or the king and read them. And there was this one time that the oracle gave the pharaoh a bad reading, and it was then banned from there. From there on out, it was like a bad foretelling. And so this is why a lot of spiritual practitioners don't even want to say they fortune tell, because that karma comes back onto the reader. Okay, so let's just look at these real quick. Really interesting. I think we've all seen a deck of cards before, but I want to look. They're tiny instructions. How to tell fortunes with Gypsy Witch fortune telling cards. How do we... That's it in a nutshell. We have short reading and long reading. Okay. This is what the back looks like. This is what's already in the back. No, this is what the back of the card looks like. This is what's on the bottom of the deck. And let's see. So I think these have like little cheat sheets on them. Excuse my nails. So let's just pick one for us for this Gemini solar eclipse. I'm not going to pretend like I know anything, because I know I don't. Which is, it's a lie, but I'm just using it as a cop-out. But I don't know anything really, but you know what I'm saying. Let's see. Heavenly Divine, Holy Spirit. So we have the Seven of Spades. Clouds with the dark side toward the person indicates. So clouds with the dark side toward the person indicates divorce. And it looks like the clouds are facing me. The bright side toward the person ensures domestic happiness. So which ones? Is this the clouds? And is this the bright side? So I think I got the bright side then. So the bright side ensures you domestic happiness. Let's get one more. That's number 25. 5 plus 2 is 7. There's 3 sevens. 7, 7, 7. If anybody is following their synchronicities at the moment. 7, 7, 7. I like obvious jumpers. Undeniable jumpers. Thank you, Heavenly Father and Spirit, for allowing me to serve you at this time. Can we get one more message for the collective? And we have the 5 of clubs, if I'm not mistaken, which is that. Number 33. So we have 5, 5, 6. Or 5, 6, 5. The clover leaf is a bearer of good tidings, but if near clouds, it denotes great chagrin. If, however, number 2 does not lie near 29 or 28, the chagrin will be short of duration and the happiness will follow. So, real quick. You see this? Straight face. Slightly concerned face. Alright. A feeling, chagrin, a feeling of vexation marked by disappointment or humiliation. The clover leaf is a bearer of good tidings, but if near clouds, it denotes great chagrin. If, however, number 2 does not lie near 29 or 28, the chagrin will be of short duration and happiness will follow. So what are these clouds? Do we have clouds in here? Okay, so there's like photos, there's like pictures on each of these. So like this one's like has 2 people holding hands, making a deal. This is the King of Hearts. We have the 5 of Hearts with like the moon and some constellations. I know some stars, but what are clouds? Which is interesting that they mentioned clouds, because I got all of these cards in kind of like in unison, because I felt like I would get different kinds of messages from these guys. And like everyone reads the tarot the same way, and I guess there's so many different like interpretations, but sometimes it's just nice to have a different layout, so that there's a different crevices to pull information from, instead of going into the same portal all the time and pulling from the same hat that everybody else does. It's like there's 10 different flavors, but everyone's grabbing that red flavor, and so everyone just keeps going to that bowl. And it's like, how many times are you going to show me red? Like, everyone else has shown me that color red. I really don't want to see it. So we have 75. 7, 5. Okay, black clouds. Okay, I'm not sure what those black clouds are, but we're gonna find out what those are maybe once I read like this little 1-page thing. But I'm sure I'll learn a lot. So to go along with those, I've also I have a second Gypsy oracle card. So these are oracle cards and these are fortune telling cards. So open the door to good fortune. So some more fortune telling, if you would. This is different kinds of information which I'm looking to get. It's like, I love the spiritual growth and all that stuff, but I kind of want to start peering a little more. And that whole karma thing, which is why I'm only going to work in favor of the divine. So here's one side. And here's the other. Am I her with the... Are you her with the blind? With all that money coming out? Or are you somewhere beautiful, humble, looking at some grand vistas? My foot's falling asleep. Okay, this one comes with a little bit more of a notebook. So, not much because it's in Spanish. Oh, shit. It is in Spanish. Well, good thing no, there's several different... No. So I'm going to... What is this? Alright, anyways. I'm going to figure this out because I feel like it's in multiple languages. Yes, it is. So there's literally like 2 little pages telling you how to work with these. So I guess it's like, oh, I should have done that a long time ago. It's more intuition based, I guess. I'll try to see if I can find a little bit more about the writer. So this is where like really cool, fancy like editing tricks would come into play, but I don't know how to do that stuff yet. It's on my agenda. Fuck. Yeah. I cut all my nails today. There we go. My foot's falling asleep. So the first card here is conversation. Gemini eclipse, but I think right now is a really good time to be quiet. Conversation. Yeah, there's like 2 different languages down here at the bottom. Don't know what this is. Oh, let's pull a card here too. Let's pull the Gypsy Oracle card for the collective. Just so that we can explore these together. And you guys are the first ones to use these cards with me. Thank you, Heavenly Divine Father and Spirit, for allowing me to be here with you, allowing me to serve the collective, your chosen collective. Give us, please, a Gypsy Oracle message. I like obvious ones, obvious jump outs, obvious, someone who obviously wants to talk to me. Thank you. The messenger. I love it. So someone's coming to deliver a message. The messenger is here, Gemini. Yeah, so it's like a message that you've been waiting upon its arrival, but it's been a late one. Or it seems like it's a really late message, but it's only been a few hours, and then you just completely say, fuck it, I'm not gonna get it. This is not the time. I was expecting this. It didn't happen. Fuck it. Instead of feeling down about it, instead of feeling overwhelmed about it, I'm just gonna let it go. Forget it. It'll come to me tomorrow, and if it doesn't, it's fine. And so the messenger might be a little late, but the news or the package or the letter or the arrival will be coming. Whatever it is that you're expecting will be arriving, although a bit or a tad late. The clover leaf is the bearer of good tidings. So this is a message of good blessings, of good wealth and fortune coming your way. And then we have the messenger here. Clouds with the dark side toward the person indicates divorce. So maybe other of you guys are waiting to receive some letters of a divorce, or you're thinking about delivering those letters for a divorce. I think there's no better time to do that than under an eclipse. But on the other hand, we have a message of domestic and home happiness. Happiness on the home front. Expect an invitation. I was not expecting this to become a reading. Expect an invitation somewhere. Just when you thought things were boring, or just when things were seemingly not really going where you expected them to, something or someone is going to come to your attention. Someone's going to call you in somewhere. Someone's going to invite you. Someone's going to request your presence, or someone's going to hope that your presence is announced. Wow. You don't really see this coming, or you can be expecting one thing and then something else shows up out of the blue. It's almost like getting stood up just to find out. Then you end up going out that night anyways, and that whole night changes your life for some reason. You just get... Someone invites you somewhere, go. If you get an invite somewhere, go. Yeah, let's see what that is. Oh, enemy. Wow, that's heavy. It's a little bit of a stalker energy, because we have a lady back here walking away with her back turned, and he's like creeping, watching her with his hand on his sword. So you have an enemy here who doesn't want to see you receive this invitation, or who is awaiting this success and is just waiting for their moment to sabotage it. Be weary of messages from an enemy or an opponent. A summons of sorts. Shit. Okay, we can't leave it on that. Can we get some more information on this enemy? Thank you, Heavenly Divine. What is this messenger? Enemy messenger. Someone who is... This message is trying to be blocked and intercepted, and it cannot and will not. But please be careful of your blessings and protect your blessings, okay? We have haughtiness, superbia, these are different languages. Haughtiness. Yes, this is right. This is all about protecting your blessings. So once you get this invite, once you get this good news, don't be so sure to run off and tell just anybody or everybody. Or if there's someone that you want to tell, but they're around someone that you don't necessarily trust, save the message for later. Save that piece of information for later. Any inclination to show off or to overindulge the good things that are happening in your life, please protect them. Please protect that. Jeez. So we have haughtiness. So this is remaining humble. Don't flaunt your stuff, because you don't want to attract the enemy, because there's a blessing making its way towards you. And it's going to be life-changing. And for some people, that entails a final separation. And for others, it reassures you that everything will be calm and cool on the home front. But it might require for you to go somewhere. Take a leap of faith. Do something out of the norm. Be careful for enemies. Someone who's looking to block you, or just someone who sees you shining from a distance and just wants to intercept. This is where you need to take your little peacock feathers and put them down. It's funny because I posted like a peacock thing on my story the other day just because it was beautiful, but I like how the peacock feather looked like a whole bunch of like evil eyes. And that's tying in with this enemy. Okay. Jeez. Is there any more messages in this deck, or shall we move on? I feel like hope. Okay. So that just brings us like full circle to where we were. About you losing hope, or you just kind of losing faith in something that you were expecting to receive, and it didn't come in the timing that you thought it was, so you released it and you just kind of said forget it. Like, you had your hopes up about something, you took a chance or a risk, and it just wasn't what you expected. You were hoping to have like some bit of fortune and you didn't see it immediately, so you just kind of let it go. The reason why you're not getting it right now is because there's an enemy watching you right now. And it's really important or imperative that you don't receive these blessings. For this enemy can intercept or can cause you harm in some way. So maintain your... I wanted to say celibacy. But I mean that like more so energetically. And... understand that your invite may be rerouted shortly, because we have here on the 5 of Spades, number 33, the clover leaf. Is a bearer of good news and tidings, but says, however, number 2 does not lie near 29 or 28. Okay, the chagrin will be short of duration and happiness will follow. So basically the moments of unhappiness or disappointment following maybe this bit of news or lack of news will kind of cause you to lose hope, but that's only to protect you from an unseen enemy, to protect your shine, to protect your blessing. But this hiding or duration or this hindrance will only be lasting for a short time, for a short duration, and happiness will follow. Sorry, a lot of noise in the background. Oh, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Oh my god, that's really loud. Hold on a moment. That's better. Funny enough, right, my solar return for last year, which is ending this month, I had Scorpio on the ascendant and the 4th house, and so everything on my road and my yard, the septic got turned up. We got connected to a sewer. I mean, Scorpio is all this like sewer, coal and all that stuff, and so I'm glad that Scorpio manifested in all these changes. But it's also symbolic of the changes happening psychologically. But I'm happy to have it externalize itself in this way. Okay, so to tie in, I don't know where the clouds are coming in. I'm going to find out about the clouds, but there's so many different images that allow me to explore, and I think the Lenormand comes into hand. And so I'm sure a lot of you have heard of the Lenormand. I've seen some Lenormand readers on YouTube a long time ago. I haven't really seen any, and even the ones that I used to see in ages. And I don't really care to be a Lenormand card reader, but I do care. But I do care about learning the Lenormand and how to use them, as well as I'm going to get all this other stuff down packed as well. And just understand the language, but I think the symbolism is going to be helpful in the combination of all of these, so I can get like really cool in-depth readings that are unique. I'll show you one more time. Some more plastic. Ouch. This one has more of a booklet, but I have something else there. So, I'm not being flashy or haughty at the moment. I'm just sharing something with you. Old style Lenormand. So these ones also have like little images of playing cards. So I'm going to be able to use this together. So the clouds, I might find more information in tandem in here, although they have nothing to do with each other. And so this has a larger booklet, so I should be able to find more info. Again, something else. So these cards are also tiny. Can we get a Lenormand card for the Gemini eclipse today? Thank you, Heavenly Divine Father and Spirit, for allowing me to serve you. So we have two. Okay, remember we mentioned 28, so we have man. 28, which we had. Number 2 does not lie near 29 or 28. The chagrin will be of short duration. Okay, so that's reinforcing that. And then we have 30, lilies. So up here we have Ace of Hearts. And then here we have King of Spades with the lilies. So we have 28 and 30. And I'm just going to look them up real quick, right? If you don't have time to like sit and chill with me, it's fine. Okay. 28, man, will, male gender, male personality, masculinity. Yeah, and I feel here with this enemy card, it's a man. So Janice, pay attention. You pay attention. In a reading for a woman, this card can indicate, oh, let's keep reading. In a reading for a woman, this card can indicate her lover, spouse, sibling, father, or son. Here we were talking about either a divorce or a happy home front. It explores, but we have an enemy card here, which is really bothering me, but we also have hope. Okay, and the messenger. It explores the important role of the man in the life of the questioner. In a spread for a man, the card represents the man himself and symbolizes strength of spirit, will, persistence, perseverance, strength, and courage. In a negative context, the card brings up insolence, arrogance, rudeness, and aggression. In a people spread, it describes an adult, courageous man leading an active and agreeable life. He is a person who values his reputation, his hobbies, and everyday affairs. So this is someone who looks quite normal. In a relationship spread, it indicates a responsible partner who keeps everything under control. But this can go either way. You listen and take what you need. This card is about the will of the man and the relationship. In a work spread, the man card signifies the ability to make complex decisions, to lead and persistently pursue goals. In issues of well-being, for a man, it can symbolize sexual disorders. For a woman, there may be hormonal or emotional problems. Okay. And then we have 30 for lilies. Hold on a minute. Okay, yeah. Lilies, experience, maturity, wisdom, honor, purity. This seems really good. It's outweighing. The good is outweighing the bad. We just need you to stay kind of humble and discreet for just a tiny bit longer. Just a tiny bit longer. This is a card of virtues, excellent prospects, success through right actions, harmonious relationships, and healthy environments. It symbolizes striving for ideals in the path of finding happiness. There's that word again. It may mean the presence of a high-ranking patron, sometimes a spiritual mentor. And so the high-ranking patron can be this man, oddly enough, who's watching you and who is going to send you out an invitation of sorts. And he's not going to come off as grand as he may be. He's going to probably, he or she is probably going to tone it down for you. Sometimes a high-ranking patron, sometimes a spiritual mentor. Things may be developing slowly. Remember that things may be developing slowly, but the results will be long-lasting. Don't you love it? Don't you love it when it happens? Things may be developing slowly, like I said, that delay, but the results will be long-lasting. In a people spread, this card symbolizes a harmonious vision of the world. The card refers to a mature person who radiates calmness. Yes, they're going to tone it down. You're not going to really tell. And is able to enjoy life and appreciate luxury. In a negative reading, this could mean greed and selfishness. Okay? So the opposite of, or the same as this haughtiness card. In a relationship spread, the lilies can suggest a romantic mood, a fountain of feelings, either platonic, love, or passionate romance. In a work spread, this card indicates the prevalence of crystal clear honesty and adherence to the ideals. There is love for one's work, devotion to teamwork, and good opportunities. In matters of health, it presages a complete cure for the disease or ailment. Sometimes this card indicates the risk of poisoning, but good news is you might be getting good news of good test results or improved test results in regards to health matters. Very, very well. See, I really like this. Oh, and then I have to learn more about the Lenormand, because I know that there's so much in the symbolism. I not only have this, but I got this really cool Lenormand deck because I'm kind of really serious about learning more about it and really learning how to read. Although as a reader, I can read them just fine without the book, as you can see, but I still want to learn the technicalities, if any. And I got some hangers. You don't need to see that. And then last but not least, for the Cancerian, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Guidance through lunar and seasonal energies. Look at how perfect this is. So let's pull Queen of the Moon Oracle card to sum up this Gemini solar eclipse. with a new moon in Gemini. Wow, I really like this. This turned out really well. Very nice. Shiny. Little download card. You can download the app, I guess. Ooh. Everything feels nice. Oh, there's colors inside too. Very well made. The stock seems, look at me, a little thin. Shiny, but it shall do. I've never used these cards before, none of these cards, and so I'm excited to be here. Oh, she has the crescent moon. I was born on a crescent moon on her forehead with red hair. Let's see. They're like sticky, so thank you, Divine, Heavenly Father, and Spirit for, I'm a mother as always, but I naturally represent the void. Thank you, Heavenly Divine Father and Spirit, for allowing me to serve you. Please give us a oracle card to sum up this beautiful message. I really like the messages that are coming through. I'm really glad. I really like the energy that's flowing as well. See, the void. Didn't I just say I am the void? Did I just say that? Okay. Dark moon, the void. So there's a dark moon, and today is a new moon. And it's dark. It looks like that. Doesn't it look like the eclipse? And we have someone laying and resting. So rest is imperative. Let's read. It's the first card. Okay, the void. Your time to rest and reset is here. Release all that does not serve you. Stop resisting. The void is a time of possibility, not just darkness. There is nothing to fear in letting go of negative patterns and habits, so let go of the old. I freely release what I no longer need. While the full moon, full attractive power, gets all the publicity, the dark moon, which offers the infinite possibilities of a clean slate, is just as powerful in its own way. The dark moon often looks like just a darker piece of the night sky, and in some cultures, the way it appears harkens back to the idea of the void. It is a place of unknowable secrets, a state of everything and nothing. At this time, we know absolutely nothing. This is how I started this chat, right? Knowing nothing. It is a place of unknowable secrets, a state of everything and nothing, or a place to prepare or rest before moving on. To me personally, there is a relieving, restful quality about this darkest moon that allows pondering and decisions about what we can jettison before making fresh plans for the new moon, which is the next day, tomorrow. If you find yourself resisting the dark moon, it is usually a clear sign that you are being stubborn about letting go of something that is old and not serving you in a positive way any longer. Often that is a fear or pattern that was created to protect you in some way. However, now it is outdated, yet you are still carrying it or acting it out. Now that this moon is powerful, know that this moon is powerful, but it is also incredibly gentle in the way it helps you unravel what actually is so you can embrace the fresh start of tomorrow. You hear that? Relax, reframe, and think about how much better your life will be without that bad habit, fear, or pattern. So you might be receiving a message in regards to a certain fear or pattern. Relax, reframe, and think about how much better your life will be without the bad habit or getting the good news of it or not needing it or just something being relieved, or you can just let this thing go. Get very clear about the possibilities of this transformation and what it will give you in real terms. This is the power of the dark moon. It is the optimum time in the cycle to release the old and cut the cords of relationships and traumas, which is everyone telling you to go and talk and chit chat and all this stuff, and it's really time to be quiet and to let shit go. The old and cut the cords of relationships and traumas that deserve no time and attention in your present. Companion stone or metal? Jet. Jet as a companion stone during this time. So yeah, that was really, really interesting. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing with me and this reading. Completely impromptu. I am going to cut this off now as I am way over my usual time. So I'll talk to you soon. And